Welcome to, let me adjust myself. Welcome to, hold on, so you can see my outfit. I know you like my outfit, so I got on blue. And welcome to the AKT Celebrity Reads. Oh, thank you. You know, I really need those hearts tonight. I'm waiting for my tea to get hot because I am exhausted. I am so tired. I've been working on, thank you, Jacretia. Thank you very much for sharing my videos. Please, everybody, click like and share the video. Hi, Candy Rain. Hey, beautiful Monica. Thank you for your donation. Hey, Nikki. Thank you, everybody, for the hearts, the love, and the donations. You give me the donations, and that helps me to continue to do what I do. Hi, beautiful goddess Gwen. Hi. Oh, you like the outfit? Yes, another. Hey, beautiful Christina. Hi, my sister. I am really, you know, I was looking for one. If you all want to donate me one, I want a necklace that says Queen Drip. You know what I'm saying? Because they don't want to respect this pimping. But y'all respect this pimping. So it's Queen Drip in this hoe. ATL hoe. ATL bitch. Piece of A-Town down in this motherfucker that represent from the goddamn dirty South. So if y'all can find me a necklace, I don't care, it might just have A on it or might just have the word Queen. Goddamn came through dripping. She don't like Cardi B in this hole. Came through dripping. Ice, goddamn it. Cause I am, you know what I'm saying, serving. I'm serving in this motherfucker. I'm swerving and I'm goddamn serving. And fuck these motherfucker haters. I'm dripping in this bitch. Dreaming on these hoes. They don't want to respect their parents. You know what I'm saying? I'm so glad that. What do you mean, Shalyn? I do readings all day. That's what I'm going to do now. I am so exhausted because I've been working on this new Nipsey reading for about 3 days. And you know what? I'm still not finished. Thank you, but I'm talking about like these readings. You know, they want to call me crazy. You know, they want to say I talk to demons, and the demons tell me lies. And then when I say something and you all look for it, and then you find out what I said is true, and you all help me to confirm it, or it comes out in the news somewhere. I know I love hats and gloves, and I love people like ATL. Oh, Shani, you need to be sleeping now because you know you got to get up early and tend to the babies. So I don't want you watching this tonight. You can watch it tomorrow. That's why I didn't even notify you it was on because you need to rest. You can watch it tomorrow. What I was going to say. Yeah, and because I do private clients during the day, private clients during the night. I don't know why it's dark. I didn't know it was dark. Let me see. I'm trying to. No, I don't know what it is because the light on my phone is up. The light. Hi, beautiful. I don't know, but you know I'm just saying the light is okay in here. I can see. Hold on, y'all. Let me get my tea. I will. Yeah, hold on. Okay, let me sit. Let me do my disclaimer right now because I don't have a lot of time. It's very late. I'm running a little bit late because I'm so tired. I did the best I could. Nipsey has had me writing. I've been writing about 3 days now, and I've been dealing with the beautiful little Nipsey, who is quite intelligent. And so what I'm going to do, I want to share some of the things that he gave to me. Literally, I have never done this before, but I am dealing with two people. The same person, but two aspects of the same person. So, let me see. I have to light his cigar and give the libations to the ancestors. So here it goes. I got to, maybe I can do the smaller one. I got a little bit of the other one left here because this is a pretty intense reading. A lot of crazy things. And again, I said, I know that the things I say sound crazy. Hell, they sound crazy to me because I don't know the people. However, I still trust the spirit enough to repeat them. So I'm going to say, we know that my readings are for entertainment purposes only. We know that. We know that these are a spiritual reading. We know that what I am saying, I'm telling you, I see in the spirit. So this is for entertainment purposes only. This is a spiritual reading and my perception of what I am seeing in the underworld. What I am seeing on the other side. I don't know, you see that? I'm just lighting a cigar. Do you see that? How that energy changes. How the light. Hey, Ruby Lynn. Thank you, Ruby. That's so beautiful. I'm so honored to be able to give you the message. I do my best to try to interpret the messages the best that I can, as clear as I can. I'm honored to be a vessel. I know that, Nikki, do you see that? I have done things like this for years. It's just a cigar. I burned these cigars for years. You see, I have his candles going in the back. I don't just have the blue one. I have a white one. But he basically knows, he's welcomed here. My house is his house. So if he wants to, I feel his energy. If he wants to come here and say what he wants to say, and he wants to share this time with us and this space with us, I'm honored to be a channel to do that. So I want to give a lot of smoke tonight because I am extremely exhausted. Very, very exhausted. I need all the energy that I can get. Nipsey, Elsa, Ermias, Joseph, Ashkadam. We invite you here. You are welcomed here. We love you. We respect you. We want your presence here. You're welcomed wherever we are. We enjoy spending this time with you, sharing this space with you, sharing your energy and your message, whatever it is you want to show us. We are open to hear it, to receive it, and to share it. Okay. I had to write some things down that he's saying, and again, I know I'm going to get right into it because I know that people are going to be upset what I'm saying. He has another message for his baby's mother. The one that has the son. Okay. I am going to read the message. And again, all of this is for entertainment purposes. I don't know what that light is, child. I don't know. It's clearly the energy of the spirits that come through, and I let them come through, and I'm honored by them that they come here, and I need all of the energy from them that I can get, so they, okay. It's been really intense in my house. Okay, so I'm going to read something from Nipsey, and it's to his baby's mother. That's all I'm going to say because I already know that there's going to be people that don't like the message. I'm just the messenger, okay? I'm going to read it the way he spoke it. I did my best to write it and interpret it. Then we're going to get into some other things. He says, this is from Nipsey, allegedly from what I'm seeing on the spirit side. And I'm saying, I'm not going to say name, but to my baby's mother, to my son's mother. You know that I couldn't trust you around none of my niggas. A lot of you niggas tried to fuck her, and I know it. I know you had a orgy behind my back. Oh yeah, I know you fucking one of my niggas trying to shut Alexyss up because you know she can expose you and one of my niggas. Hint, Whitney Houston played in the movie The Bodyguard. Yeah, I know, nigga. I know about your dirty ass past that you tried to hide, and I know you talk shit about me to a lot of my niggas, and you still talking shit about me. And I know you niggas was cool with me for your own benefit. I see you snake ass niggas. I know you niggas stole jewelry and shit from me that time my shit came up missing, and all the bullshit when we went to Vegas. To the baby mama, you and your little puppet master thought y'all was gonna Mona Lisa me, and like I said, I'm still that nigga. You fucked niggas for my Puma deal when I thought a nigga did the deal off the strength of being real niggas, but it's okay. I'm the new ace of spades. And then he laughed loud. I know you fuck niggas to keep up your lifestyle when we was on bad terms, and you still doing the shit right now. I know when you said all those times you was pregnant, I know you fucked another nigga and tried to put that shit on me. This is difficult to read. I know you sent my niggas naked pictures. I know you was attracted to some of my family members and would have fucked my brother, but my brother is his brother's keeper. And my real niggas told me how they didn't trust you, and I should have listened. Shout out to my nigga Jay Stone. I should have known the day you came up on me and how we met that people sent you to fuck up a nigga like me. Remember I told you I don't stress out, nigga, and bitch, you ain't getting my inheritance that you waiting on. I went to close people around me on what to do to get away from you, even though me and you was tied in a business contract like a lot of Hollywood couples. Remember we had to appear out like we was together, or we would owe money back on those contracts, like the GQ interview. You know what happened on the set. You know what happened that day on the set before the camera rolled. I got deceived in the contract. I got involved with you, and niggas changed the contract behind my back and used you as fish bait. I bugged the house and kept a close watch on you and my nigga cause I knew y'all was fucking behind my back. Take the mask off. Take the mask off. Stop acting like we solid for social media. My mama, my daddy, my family, my real niggas and Instagram. I know you got tired of acting like you fuck with me when you doing it because it was a hot nigga on the come up with money. Then he started rapping out loud, she want my money, I think it's funny. You see an opportunity. I wore a mask for social media and people close to me and my family like I was happy with you, while knowing you was playing a nigga the whole time. You not what you appear to be. I thought I wanted a trophy piece of arm candy. You just wanted to be a trophy wife to fit your little clique. I want my family and real niggas to take you off of all my stuff, including all your social media. Take her the fuck off everything. This is hard to read. You know, this is alleged. I'm just doing a spiritual reading. Okay? You never gave a fuck about me. And remember the time you tried to laugh it off while telling me you was a groupie? I know you gonna put shit out to the media about me to protect yourself and your image because of what I'm saying. Then he started laughing. You would always threaten to put rumors out on me if shit didn't go your way, and brag because you was always in the industry with heavy hitters. All we mostly did was argue. You was violent and you did crazy shit, so I would leave only because of my money, and a few times, I'm not getting it right, crazy shit, so I would leave. I might have wrote this wrong. You were there only because of my money. Said, and a few times I know you stole money from me. I know you was being fake and even faking, knowing you didn't like my family and you were jealous of my relationship with my daughter before Cross was born. I know a lot of y'all niggas never really supported me, but niggas are still on my shit anyway. Remember rap. Did I write this the right way? Remember rap. I only left my other. He said, yeah, remember the rap where he said some words. I only left my other business on some other business. Come on now, you know how I'm living ain't just one dimension, and then laughed. Real God shit. I'm still that nigga. Remember, energy is currency. Both of us was done, but you was setting a nigga up the whole time. I only respect the fact that you gave me a beautiful son. He has a message to certain rappers that slick dissed him on their album. He said, I am the thug's motivation, and you niggas didn't boys in the hood Ricky me. Okay. That's some of what he said. And then I've been seeing some things every day because the little one has come to me, and it's really weird. And they brought up the Eyes Wide Shut and the prostitute Jezebel. And I heard him mention a woman named with a C, Cassie, Clara, something like that has something to do with this. The woman name got a C in it. And then they mentioned, which I have to go back and finish this because there's so much. I just wanted to give you something because I promised I would come. The song I heard, Ocean Views. And then they deal with the female, the XY and the XX again. And it goes back to the spaceship with Kevin Hart. You know, they finna fuck. I told y'all they was finna fuck Kevin Hart up. And I told you they turned on Kevin in that car. That was the Challenger. A challenger is an opposer. Somebody that wants to challenge you, jealous of you, compete with you, get you out of the way. And then that is the male side, the Challenger, which is the male that was in the car. And then Columbia, the spaceship Columbia, that also disintegrated as it was moving back into the Earth's atmosphere. The ship Columbia disintegrated and was destroyed. Well, thank you, Sidney. I didn't think of that. But I wonder, was it somebody at the murder scene, the assassination scene, with a C, or a woman involved with another woman named with a C? And the Challenger spaceship that was destroyed, yeah, Ginger, is a female, because we are dealing with the goddess Columbia, and that's the name of the second ship, Columbia. Okay. And when I looked at Ocean View, so that's the female in there. That means I knew that they was both going to turn on him, because there was an explosion with all of them after they finished fucking. And they got in Kevin Hart's car, even though he was drinking, he was on drugs. I told y'all the explosion, just like the explosion Challenger, which was male, and the astronaut and the doctor in the Challenger looked like Kevin Hart to me. The features were similar. I knew the explosion, instead of the physical car they were in exploding, the explosion went on within the car with the emotion, and they turned on that ass and got the organ in the car. I seen that white man that was in that car turn and reach over there. I'm telling you, I could be wrong, and that's fine. They were arguing in there, and they got to fighting. And if one of them, and I don't believe it was Kevin, it was the other one that said, well, we'll die together then. And then Kevin was not, telling you something else happened. He was not so high that he lost control of the wheel and went up in the air, spinning, and down that embankment of the hill, whatever it was. No, there was some altercation in there, and that guy grabbed it, that turned it over. It was something, I'm telling you, the shit flipped out the blue. Some violent shit, and the action flipped. He grabbed it, they were fighting over the wheel. I know this sounds crazy, and he turned it real sharp and real quick, the opposite direction, and it was an accident for Kevin. He didn't want to do that. The other one did. Then he had to get out of there and call what they said a bodyguard or back up to get up out of there. He had to be high on something, because his back is fucked up. It was fucked up then, and it's fucked up now. To be able to walk or get some kind of help up out of there, he had to be in excruciating pain, because the back was tore up and tore open. And then I tell you, now the male and the female Challenger with the explosion done got together. I believe it, Ginger, the guy yoked the wheel. It became violent inside of the car. Now they done made this other story up. Kevin wasn't driving, so he had the Barracuda altered, and they put a really powerful racing engine in there, and they didn't put all the safeties on the engine, and it just went out of control. I'm telling you, it goddamn didn't. I wonder, was it they was getting ready to cash his ass in? Some he didn't do or was supposed to do. Was he supposed to die that night? Now you see that couple is suing, the male and the female, like I told you. They is suing him. They done turned. They are now, like I say, challenging him, challenging the relationship they had, and challenging now what happened in that accident and his goddamn opposer. I told you. Now, and in some kind of way, it tie into this with Nipsey and his ex, the baby mama I'm talking about. It ties, or she ties down into this here. I know she had an argument with the wife, but now the wife lying and talking about they were just playing. Okay, I'm going to let y'all have that. Alrighty. Now, when I looked at his song, Ocean Views, Nipsey, I saw what came to me, Oceans. Y'all tell me if I'm wrong. Is it an Ocean 11, an Ocean 12, and an Ocean 13? Remember the Clooney man? When they did that Ocean shit, the movie, the real good movie, where they was doing a trick together. And they had that little damn Chinese midget that were in that damn little compartment. Remember that shit? That Asian man that could flip real damn far? What? So somebody said they were arguing? Remember that? Is it, which one, y'all, is it? It was more than one. Is it Ocean 11 and 12 and 13? Or Ocean 12 and 13? That also got something to do with what they did to Nipsey. It was a group. They collaborated on the con. No, Eli, it was more than one Ocean 11 now. I know I ain't goddamn crazy now. Now y'all can look it up while we talking. It was more than one movie. Oh, the car disintegrated, Felicia? Thank you. There is more than one Ocean 11. They did more than one. There was a sequel to it. Was it just one sequel or was it two sequels? Was it Ocean 11 and 12? Or was it 11, 12, and 13? Okay. Because that also ties into the trickery and the fuck shit. I'm telling you, Santa, there was more than one. It wasn't just no Ocean 11. I'm telling you now. Remember, because I watched them. It was a sequel to one of them. Or a sequel to Ocean 11. Thank you, Gwen. I thought it was. It's Ocean 11, 12, and 13. The 12 and the 13 is the female principal. The 13 is the female principal. XX and XY, goddamn it. I told y'all, we're dealing with the XX and the XY here. When I look at this, I'm going to have to come back and explain this to you because Nipsey is a master architect. Nipsey, what they did to him is the Hiram Abiff ritual. They did a ritual, and I was watching Farrakhan on YouTube and the way he breaks this down. There were 15 men. Because what are you dealing with? King Solomon. You were dealing with Hiram Abiff, who's a Mason, master architect, and you're dealing with King Hiram of Tyre. So you're dealing with King Solomon, which would go back into Nipsey's lineage and his father's lineage. King Solomon, which is go back out to the King David. King Hiram of Tyre, and Hiram Abiff. I know I got some more than Masons in here. So y'all are welcome to, yes, Christina, thank you. You're more to correct me if I'm wrong, because I'm learning history. They did this ritual on him. And since Nipsey Ermias was a master architect, a tech geek. He had all these things naturally in his mind, born into him and born into his soul. Because that's what he said when they were beating him and kicking him and shooting him. He said they reduced me to a child. They didn't want to fight me as a man. They made me curl up and they had the child emerge instead of the man. Because they know the child has the keys of Solomon. The child has the master architect blueprint. They wanted something out the nigga head. They wanted something. See, they coming to me, that African boy, Idris or Ibis or something, the one that he said he met, I think when he was with his little girl, in the Starbucks. The symbol that they have for Starbucks, they change it. But that was Yemaya. Yemaya deal with what? The ocean and all life in the ocean, and she's the mother of all life and all humans. Yemaya, the goddess over the ocean. God damn it. Yemaya is the goddess and has the power and the currency. Have mercy. Over the current hey Joey, the current over the ocean. And when you deal with current, what the fuck you dealing with? You is the boy that created the computer for the Nipsey Smart Store. He created the software for Nipsey Smart Store. He met Nipsey supposedly out the blue. I'm telling you, it wasn't out the goddamn blue. In the Starbucks. You got to look over now. Keep up, goddammit. You got to keep up now. You go in the goddamn Starbucks. What's over the fucking Starbucks? The goddess. They changed her. She was brown and she had snakes on her. But then they whitewashed it and tried to change the shit. You're dealing with Yemaya, which comes from Africa. And they went around Africa, Timbuktu, Egypt. This is, go get the book Stolen Legacy. A lot of this was stolen from our people and our ancestors. This is the Orisha African goddess, Yemaya, the Starbuck goddess. That's who up there. And they said it come from Greek mythology, but Greek mythology was stolen from Africa. Idris Sandu Maybe yes, she's a mermaid with the snakes. Honor. She, Yemaya, is the controller of vast amounts of resources, bestows bounty and wealth. She controls the currency of the sea, or currency attracting, invoking, goddammit. Currency and money, gold, coin, to your business. From Yemaya, the mother that controls all life in the sea. And the 5-point star. She deals with the 5 points of 5 senses: taste, touch, hearing, sight, and smell of man. With 5 limbs, the complete man, which is also dealing with Leonardo da Vinci. When you see the picture of man, which would deal with the 666. Okay. So they put him there. He approaches, or he put himself in eye view, Ocean 11, Ocean 12, goddammit. Because what they were doing in Ocean 11, 12, focusing on stealing money, stealing currency, vibing, connecting with who the owner was, Andy Garcia, the owner of the casino, shaking him down. And then I think, correct me if I'm wrong, George Clooney wanted to do that because his ex was now fucking or going with the owner. So he had an old debt to pick with the owner of the casinos that was very wealthy. Am I right about it? I'm asking the church to say amen or correct me now. You know, I like y'all to participate in this shit. Am I getting this shit wrong? It was a competition with 2 men and 1 woman. Then she goes back to him, said, entire safe for gold and cash. You feel me? You feel me? See, you the Ephah priestess in here now, Gwen. Now straighten me, not straighten. Straighten me, correct, because you know more about it. Am I right about the goddess Yemaya dealing with that current? And then you flip that current, which is that electromagnetic field, into the 3D, and you flip that current into currency, goddamn shit, stock market, goddamn Bitcoin, goddamn cash. You see what I'm saying? He flipped it on because he know that he want to lock in with him and lock into the blueprint of Nipsey mind for whoever sicked him on the nigga. Send him out and sicked him on him so they could create that software for the first smart store. See, y'all, I'm trying not to do this. Y'all keep fucking with me and telling me to come up here with this shit. I don't want to talk about this here. Damn it now. They put him on him. Then he get there and create that software. Now you know the whole electrical blueprint and the goddamn layout of the store. And then you getting into have mercy. You getting into Colombia, and you would also get into the architecture. I'm trying to remember what are we dealing with? Y'all remind me. When we're dealing with the city around Washington, that Columbia, that city is devoted to the goddess. You see what it's saying? You see what I'm saying? You see what I'm talking about here? Because Nipsey told me, the little one. When I sat here the other night and I told you the little one was in here, and we was talking, because they attacked him the other night when he was with me. Let me find it in a minute, and then I got to finish with Hiram Abiff. They dealt with the Hiram Abiff ritual when they sacrificed him. Yeah, we're dealing with the District of Columbia. So if y'all want to jump in, if you already know what the District of Columbia, type it in for me. Or if you want to Google the District of Columbia, you district it, put the district link. Yes, Nikki, I'm glad y'all catching it. The District of Columbia dealing with the goddess of Columbia, or the goddess Columbia. Who is the goddess? When you go back, this is Isis, this is Ishtar, this is Inanna, this is the wife of Nimrod, Sarah Ramis, and you're dealing with Babylon. Columbia is the goddess of war. Okay. And then I found something else that showed me Columba constellation. See, we are also dealing with astronomy. See, when I deal with Nipsey, we got to deal with astronomy called Harriet Tubman came here. I didn't even get ready to get back to Malcolm yet and MLK because they keep hanging around. I'm going to get back to them. This jumped in some more shit. Yes, that is Freemasons. When you're dealing with the District of Columbia, that's the war zone. And they honor, when you see the phallus, which come from our people, yes, the capital, baby. That phallus, obelisk, that's a penis, paying homage to the male. And we're also dealing with the goddess, which would also be the Statue of Liberty, which we're dealing with the goddess Columbia, the goddess of war. And they brought that down on Nipsey. It all ties into this because they were calling the goddess and doing like a goddess ritual. Columba is a constellation. It's a small constellation that was created in the late 16th century. It is Latin for dove. It is located where? It is located south of Canis Major, which would be Sirius, the black dog. We're still dealing with the black dog and the Black Panther, which would be a set. Black Panther, we also deal with the mathematic formula of pi, 314. So, Nipsey's a genius. And in his bloodline, the spirits that are there, the ancestors and the energy there require me to deal with astronomy and astrology. Hi, Dwan. Thank you. And we also went into Andromeda. Now, remind me, because I mentioned these before, I think one of the Ethiopian king's daughter is named Andromeda. Okay, Colombia has a solid liquidity base financially behind them. Their bank system deal in emerald mining business and international business. Yes, and also gold and diamonds, because it came back up again with little Hermes. We were talking the other night. Okay, so we are dealing with the black dog. We're dealing with Anubis. And we are dealing with Sirius. So you see what I'm saying? The goddess and the god. Because we are dealing with the goddess Columbia, and there's a constellation, Columba, that sits very small south of Canis Major and Lepus. Canis Major, we know, is Sirius, the black dog. Columbia is a name for the goddess of creation, war, and destruction. More known as goddess of death and pain. Do you hear? She's derived from the imagery of Semiramis, wife of Nimrod and queen of Babylon. The statue on top of the building called Statue of Freedom is actually Persephone, meaning she who destroys the light. She is the queen of the underworld. She's crowned with pentacles, 5-point stars. When someone stands on something they own, it usually indicates ownership. Therefore, she owns what she stands on. Remember, when I did the reading and I said Nipsey stood on his land, he was very strong, very secure as a young man, that he wanted to own real estate and property, and he wanted to be a mogul. And then when they destroyed him on that property after they had snatched it from him, stole it from him and his brother, they did what? Knocked him down on the land and took his shoes off and the sock and shot him in the foot. So then that's a sign to me that it was not transferred in the correct way. It was transferred through trickery, deception, pain. Thank you. That's right. Andromeda is the daughter of Egyptian king, and there's also a constellation for Andromeda that came up here. That's where this young man is from. His mind is in the stars. He gets the technical side of him and the blueprints, and that represents also the stars of the spaceships, because that showed me that he was involved in projects dealing with space and technology. And they wanted to implode all of his plans and his ideas and steal his ideas around space programs and projects and technology. Vector 90. You know what I'm talking about? David Gross has the school Vector 90. Nipsey was a partner in that and helping to educate the children. And technology, Nipsey's mind was out of space. He loved that type of technology. And Nipsey created, yes it was. Now that young man has not spoken out about what he saw on that footage. And now he's involved, I think, and he's a rapper. He's involved in music, and or somebody told me, correct me, I don't know. They said they might have seen him involved with some type of Nike shoe or project, and I still keep seeing baby tennis shoe. So I don't know if Puma is going to create a baby shoe or a children's tennis shoe. Because I know Nike already has them. Yes, David Gross. Nipsey was in that project and they didn't want him in it. That imploded. They challenged him, challenged his ideas, what he believed in. So there was male and female here that did not agree and wanted to bring destruction, war, and death upon him and steal from him. So they did. And Nipsey comes up as the master architect. Ermias, the little boy, still has the blueprint in his head. There's something, and like when they were kicking him and torturing him, they asked him a question. There's something about a safe with money and some documents in a safe, or contracts, agreements in a safe. And they also wanted to know there's some computer chip. There is something he created either with that African young man that created the smart store, or he was working on separately. Maybe the young man was helping him with it, that we will never know, because Ermias showed it to me, and he said this is what they wanted. He said they're still doing magic rituals on him on the other side because they want to enslave him to be a slave worker for them, to bring them money and wealth off of his creation. And this blueprint dealt with not only space technology, but it dealt with cloning technology. It works something like this. Somebody can touch a door. Somebody can sweat and be around Nipsey or be in the store when they come in the store. Because you know everything in there has tracking devices on them. That's why I will not wear anything from there since he is not physically here, because I don't know what they have in it to track and to scan people. And Nipsey can take the cells. It doesn't have to be a deeper, it could be a light DNA. With this software chip that he has, like he showed me when I wrote that letter to his mama for him near Mother's Day, you can put it on the chip and you can create a electromagnetic field to produce a hologram of the person. It looks just like the person. Yes, but when they are doing that Ace of Spades shit now, using something good to lure you in and then flip this shit on your ass. It's a goddamn flea flicker. It's a trick play. Flip this shit on you, and now your ass is being goddamn tracked, heard, and seen wherever the fuck you go. Okay. Nipsey didn't do that for that. I'm telling you that the new folks involved, they're dealing with them ankle bracelets and investing in them jails and investing in them computer chip for the tracking. They done implemented that into this thing now. The new people that's running this here. Okay. This will make a hologram of the person. It will look just like the person, but you can tell it's not a tissue. Human being, this being can see, hear, and appear. It can actually move. I saw a white man doing this that was friends with Nipsey that deal with music. And something else weird come to me, that this white man that was around Nipsey, not involved in the crime that day, hanging with him with business, that's in a music company, was sent on Nipsey long time ago to be around him and to groom him to do what they've done right now and to take his land from him. Now, for some reason, I heard Atlantic Records, but then I heard Atlantic Railroad. So I got curious, got to looking, because I believe, I can't prove it because it's not public. It doesn't have to be completely owned. They don't have to be completely owned by the same owners or same companies or subsidiaries. It could be someone in that company owning stock, or it might not be the owner. It could, if they have a board, they could secretly own something involved. Yes, Ginger, that's what I'm talking about. In railroads, railroad tracks, railroads, trains, railways. And I saw there's an Atlantic train station in Atlanta. There's an Atlantic Western. And there's also one in LA. Because I said, Atlantis. So see, we're dealing on a higher level with Atlantis. And the technology our people get from there. They are resurrecting it, but they wanted to steal it from him. When I looked at Atlantic, it is Atlanta, Birmingham, and Atlantic Railway was formed in 1914 as reorganization of Atlanta, Birmingham, and Atlantic Railroad, which has been created in 1905 to purchase the Atlantic and Birmingham Railroad and extend track into Birmingham, Alabama, and end point at Montezuma, Georgia. So, I have to look up Montezuma because those were Native Americans or Black Indians. Those were warriors. And then we deal with the train track. We also deal with, Gwen, let me know if I'm getting this correct, or add to it, please, if you feel like it. We're dealing with the train track. We're dealing with the underworld passage from one world into the other. We're dealing with portals. We're dealing with Anubis, Elegua, and Ogun, because you can give them offerings as well on the train track and the four-way. You're right, baby. It's one of these, but I don't know. Atlantic might not mean nothing. It just came to me. And then I looked at Harriet Tubman, Underground Atlanta. Harriet Tubman, they got a school of science and technology here for Harriet Tubman. Here we go again. But on August 9th, 2019, they had to close. There's something going on with their school. They're trying to shut. Somebody don't want that Harriet Tubman School of Technology up. And guess what it said? 953, Ralph David Abernathy. Well, who was with Ralph David Abernathy, MLK, and Dick Gregory? Do you see what I'm saying? See, their ass came back up. That's right. They clearing open the way. And Harriet Tubman don't like this bullshit they doing to Nipsey with this goddamn train, and she underground, which would also represent an underground railroad where Nipsey plays at. Because we know the Chinese lived up under there, was tracks down now. Yes, Atlanta record, The Devil Dressed in Prada. See, that come back up, and then we go back into astronomy with Harriet Tubman, because she did what? She followed the North Star, which is the God, which is the Big Dipper. So she intuitively understood that God was in astronomy. And she became psychic once a slave owner hit in the head, because she would not help subdue another slave or help him mistreat the slave, and he busted in the head with some kind of weight. She started having visions. She had a lot of pain throughout her life until they said they did a surgery to help correct her problem. So now that goes back into technology dealing with astronomy and the stars, and that baby telling me this what they looking for. And his head opened up for me, and it like a geometric design, like a pyramid, a double pyramid opened up. And he said, this what they want. And he opened it, he gave it to me. And the chip, I said, I don't want it, baby. That's yours. He said, that's why I'm showing it to you, because I know you don't want to take it from me. He said, look at it.
They tried to steal this from me. They want this technology. He said, but my body died with it still in my brain. And still in my head. He said, they stole everything else they could steal from me. He said, but there's something else they looking for. And looking through my shit that they can't find. I said, here, put it back. I don't want it, baby. And he put it back. And then it was like his head came up, like it opened up. And then it went back down. He said, I won't let them take it from me. He said, they tried to get my blueprint to my technology. I said, so the boy, the African boy, is not the only one that they didn't create that all that. He said, no. I had a secret one that I was going to come out. He said, they wanted to steal my technology. He said, I wasn't going to sell it to them. I was going to let them lease it. He said, they got mad at me. They didn't want to lease it. They wanted to steal it. And he mentioned that white man with a bald head. That's all I'm going to say about it. I'm not describing no more now on that shit. And so I looked. I'm telling you, I can't prove it, Lord. Because I can't find the info. Some type of way, Atlantic, might be another person or company as well, is connected to some secret ownership of somebody in that company to train track, railroad. I looked in LA. There is also an Atlantic. Yes, we're dealing with binary code train or Atlantic Center, Atlantic Station, something like that. And it's another smaller company that owns it. And then I asked, had Harriet Tubman been to Atlanta? And when I looked it up, it says states for Underground Railroad Harriet Tubman is Alabama, Arkansas, Delaware, Florida, Georgia, Kentucky, Louisiana, Maryland. And I'm sure there was some others. So I said, okay, Harriet, you've been down here. I'm not crazy. God felt you. And then you showing me how she say hell finna break loose what they did to him. Hell finna break loose because the portals are open. Something is shifting. And I see some of these people got something involved to do with his assassination is running and hiding. Atlantic ran by Jews. And District of Columbia, I dealt with that. They had two designs in mind. To get him to sign, wanted to take all the music, he wouldn't let that be done. Get him in there though, locked in, because it's also heavy magic involved here. High level magic. And had to do with that train. I don't know, y'all. I could be wrong for what I'm hearing. The little boy told me. He said it had something to do with that goddamn train. Some affiliate, somebody in there, they got some type of investment in that goddamn train now. That's what that baby told me. So they want to take everything from him. And they wanted that out of his goddamn head. But when they physically killed his body, they could not get it out of his head. And he wouldn't tell them. There's something he got hid down here still. What does he say? Yes, he knew how to do it with the DNA and the hand fingertip. Brilliant. He said, beam me up, Scotty. He said, because it's like Star Trek technology, where you can make somebody appear and disappear. And for some reason, Atlanta has come up here. And Atlantic and Pacific Railroad from 1867 to 1897, they changed it. The successor was Frisco Santa Fe. The central portion was never constructed. The two halves became parts of St. Louis, San Francisco Railroad, and Atkinson, Topeka, and Santa Fe Railroad now both merge into BNSF Railway. And Atlantic Station is at a grade light rail station in LA County Metro Rail System intersection of Atlantic and Pomona Boulevard. The station is served by Gold Line. It's southeastern terminus of Gold Line, which go back to what in the ground that I said. Now, I could be reaching, y'all, but I just want to share it anyway because there's shit in my head. And the little boy brought it up. Baby Irma is, he's Atlantic. I said, what? He said, yeah. I said, what you mean? And he mentioned the record and he mentioned the train. I don't know, y'all. Okay, getting back, let me get to the part about the master architect, the Hiram Abiff ritual they did on it. And the Black Panther, we would deal with the bombastic cult of Bast, the black cat, which is pi Basset in the Bible. Pi is 3.114, which we'll deal with mathematics. There's also the circle of pi. We're dealing with the mathematical constellations. Remember, I always tell you that black cat coming here, and that's dealing with the 666 electrons, protons, and neutrons, the number of man, dealing with the Garden of Eden. And the Bible symbolizes trees, but we're really talking about men, races, and nations. We're not always talking about physical things. And there's the scriptures here, but I won't get into all of them now because I got to come back and finish this, okay? We deal with Hiram Abiff again. It was, they say, he was supposed to be building the temple. And it was in his head. He had the architecture in his head. He was carried away by 3, but he had 15 against him. So it was 12 conspirators that recanted, but 3 went through with the deed, and they buried him 3 times. Now, that makes me wonder about Nipsey, because we wonder about the time. Even the judge, they say, is conflicted about the time. And wonder how many times did you attempt to beat him, shoot him, kill him, but you taunted him and you teased him and you held him that day. And then we dealing with 3 possible places: Master Burger, Marathon, Barbershop, until you finally buried him and completed the execution as your masters and handlers told you to. And this man was killed by Masons and Moors. These same black men are supposed to be his brothers and his homies. A lot of them have the blood. They are secret Masons and they are Moors. Even if they don't acknowledge it, these are the ones that are involved that did this for the higher up. I don't think now, and I've always told you, this just wasn't no shit about no homie or, Eric came over and bought a goddamn tape and a rap tape. Now we know. Now what I have told you has been confirmed by the triple OG. When I said that is not what happened, his homeboys, them 60s, not the whole group, because a lot of them love him. Go back to Cowboy 1 and 2. That's right, baby. That's right, Gwen. Things are always done in 3s. And you know it's demonic or you know it's spiritual. And I said it was a smaller set of them hired by higher ups to do this. I said it was them 60s. And it blew my mind, but it also just tore me up to know that what I had said was right. Sometimes it doesn't, at least for me, it doesn't feel good to be right about everything. And when the OG said it, I said we were told to stand down because it was internal. And the white man said, what you mean? That it was inside? He said, I said, I know that. I told you that's what that man told me. So you know what? I let people laugh at me now and make fun of me. I read the comment. I laugh with them. That's all right, though. Y'all can say I got a mental problem and demon talk to me and trick me and come fuck me in my sleep and tell me lies. That's you. You go ahead on. You can go ahead on and keep on saying that. I'll be that. Because the things that I have said have come true. That's like when I said a few days after he was assassinated, it was 2 guns. And then I didn't just say it was 2 guns. I described them. I said one was a revolver and one was a semi-automatic. And I started naming places he was shot, and I said he was beat up. And he was tortured. He didn't die right off. Now you see in the transcript that was mentioned, the man was shot with a semi-automatic and a revolver. Somebody sent me the transcript. And my eyes just buck. I said, oh my God. But you know, I'm going to say this. For some reason, I think he was shot with more than 2 guns. And the bullets, either they are hiding in the body or they've seen them and they don't want to tell us that there was something else that hit him. And then the little one showed me that I saw some contents in his stomach. Nipsey had a small amount of some food. It wasn't a lot. Something in there, and I saw a metal pin, like a gold metal pin, a clip. That wouldn't be, thank you, beautiful Nova, thank you, my baby. That wouldn't be, I don't think, from the revolver. That would be from the semi-automatic. And then he said it jammed. They were playing with him and taunting him with the gun, and it jammed after they had already shot him and he was injured and down on the floor, on the ground. And that tells me they must have taken the guns apart. It's some type of, you all know more about guns than me. I'm going to have to study this. I saw a metal piece, a thin piece of something. And I saw in his stomach, there was more fluid in the stomach than food. There was something in his stomach. So I don't know how he drank. I don't know how he got it. But that's the little one. Hermes, let me look in the stomach. And I say, well, he said, thank you, little Lion King. Because that's where you are. You in that place. He's Simba. I say, now let me go ahead and do this. I'm sorry. Get into Hiram Abiff. This is little I know. And the conspirators, and they buried him 3 times. And it was Jubilee, Jubilo, and Jubilim. And they took him on the western course and buried him in the north county with no sunshine in the south. Shallow grave and hit him where? In the head. Now we know he was hit in the head. He was shot here. And it didn't, they said, didn't go penetrate the skull. Shot in the back. And when he showed me, it went from here and it kind of slid a little bit. Like the gray slid. And then before it got off, I saw names in the cut. I saw initials. I saw an M. I saw a D. I saw a S. Like a S, like a Steve. Like a M, like a Mason, May, M-A, Marcus. Some with an M and a D like a David. In it. In his head. And I said, oh, they had something to do with shooting you? He said, yeah. It's another white man I seen. Okay. And they hit him in the head and they put a sprig of cassius plant to show that he could live again. Now, to destroy and keep blacks away from the Hiram Abiff story. That's what you do. You keep their head fucked up. You turn them a different way because Nipsey was representing Hiram Abiff, the divine architect. They couldn't have that. Opening people's eyes, giving them knowledge, educating them, showing them how to control their own community, how to make their own money, how to create their own resources. They don't have to buy from nobody, and putting all the resources in their own neighborhood so they don't have to get abused and mistreated no more and buy it from themselves. Each one, teach one. They don't want that shit. And you got a lot of niggas like the ones that killed him that didn't want it. They just want to sell dope and suck dicks and have the community fucked up and do dope and prostitute, fuck bitches all in the ass, and thought that by doing this, they're going to run that territory and principalities because the people that high up had them did it, told them so. Now these motherfuckers done flipped it on them. I'm telling you, something's wrong. Because the little one come here show me that some of these people are on the run. And it showed me bounty hunter, head hunter, fugitive. So it makes me wonder, did somebody that was involved in assassinating him, were they already wanted for another crime somewhere else? Were they a fugitive? Are they now? Because he come in here, the little one, Ermias, and I looked down and I said, where are your shoes? Because he's wearing these blue and white trim Pumas. They some baby Pumas. They're some of the prettiest shoes that I've ever seen. He got on some Nipsey blue Pumas. That's on one of they making some little boy Pumas, some baby Pumas, some little cheering Puma. That's the second time I'm seeing something about some little damn shoes. And he come in here and his toes, feet wet with mud in between his toes. And I see a little oil. I said, where have you been, baby lion? He done went and got him some goddamn friends. It's a giant black dog, a black panther, and a giant bloodhound. I said, chap. And this, let me tell you, this is after I talked to you all. He was happy, dancing around. He got attacked. I think it was Saturday night. You're not going to believe this. This is some weird shit. He came. I was sitting in my chair. He came and he was standing by me with the blue shoes on. This big black creature, kind of shaped like Chewbacca. It had a human body, but real black, shiny, like monkey hair all over it, and a monster-looking face with these long teeth. It bit him in the top of his head, and it kicked his shoes off. And I said, what the fuck? It was pierced the top of his head with long teeth and started trying to suck his soul out and suck the technology out. And he was standing there with me. He said, don't you fucking be scared. And then I had to deal with the thing. And he got up off of him. All this came back and healed. He wasn't bleeding. I said, put your shoes back on. Don't you ever let anybody take your shoes off again. You know what happened the last time your shoes was off. And he had some white socks on him. And I said, you don't be scared. It's okay. You just have to learn, but you can't be in the bad lands alone. And I said, who are you, motherfucker? This motherfucker told me his name Rain Man. I said, wait a minute, the Rain Man? The one that be with Lil Wayne now? And Eminem and I said, you was the Rain Man? He said, and that how Gucci song about Rain Man? He said, yeah, I am Rain Man. I'm the demon Rain Man. I looked in the back of Ermias. He has a plow like a mule that was hooked on to him. They was trying to turn him into a money slave, a mule. Killed him on this side, take the money. They want him in the afterworld, underworld, bringing money to them, stealing the boy resources, stealing it from the family, having their hand in his pocket, using his name, his energy, his music, but they want the little one. Because the little one is the source of all technology for the big one, Nipsey. And he had the straps on, and they want him to plow this field. So I'm looking at him plow. It's a big old field. Plowing rows. And I look up under the field. I see specks of gold. All. Diamond. They digging. Somebody, if you can find out, you can tell me, is they digging around that boy's stove. And they must be underground checking the dirt and the soil for minerals, resources, all. That's why the little one's feet was wet. He showed me, and I seen some oil mixed in the mud, like that time I told y'all Nipsey had went down there and was digging, and the black Moorish god came up. They digging right now. I'm telling you now. They up there on that boy property checking. They already digging, and they getting ready to run that train through there, and the minerals down there in the dirt. I synced it again. Now, You know, I said this months ago, this wasn't just about some gang shit. And about Eric, it went back that. Now we know Cowboy was fucking lying. Remember I told you a couple of weeks ago, this man came on my page, said he know Cowboy, the big homie, and you know this big Thundercat, he wouldn't do that, and you lying bitch, you fake Miss Cleo, dirty lying bitch. You gonna take it down? I said, well, you know, I'll be a bitch. I'll be a Miss Cleo, but not a fake one though. Take that word out, but I'll be that. Now you see, the triple homie has spoken and confirmed what I said. That was internal, that was in-house, and we know Cowboy ass. Yes, we all felt he was lying, and now we know. They have spoken. I'll be that. I'm glad I didn't back down and let him scare me and take this shit down. Because I know, see, I've dealt with this before. People all my life, when I have said something and seen something in a reading, they said I was fucking lying and started ambushing me and getting people to attack. Some people said I was lying about R. Kelly last year. And I said a demon came here and told me about him and that he get fucked all in the ass and this nigga got herpes. I said that I seen the shit on a medical level, and I said the nigga was gonna be in there in 2019. By the summertime and the summer solstice, I said to Demon Bell, said that R. Kelly need to go on his mic. Daddy, mama came in here in March, goddammit. Before her anniversary, she came in here with the cancer tube and a fucking IV. She said he need to get up. Cause we were at the goddamn end. I said, you go back and look at my R. Kelly. They called me a liar on that. I had people that know R. Kelly. I just don't say nothing. They came to me and said, why you said this? I love R. Kelly. Why you said it? I know him. I said, I don't give a good god. Fuck. This fucker. Going down. I don't like him. I like this music. But now I know what it is. His father going down in June. Goddamn, he going down in the summer, motherfucker. I told you. He going down. You call me a liar. I gave the girl my number. She said, where the fuck you getting this shit from? You been in a circle. You know him because I know him. And you said things that I know you don't fucking know because I ain't never seen you. You ain't never fucking been around. But I know him and I've been around him. Where the fuck who fuck told you this? I said, I told you who told me this. The demon that he pledged allegiance to and get fucked in his prostate for to get a deal and suck dicks and eat pussy and fuck little girls. And little boys, goddammit. Now I can't prove it, but the fucker going down, cause that's what the demon told me, and I believe what the fucker said. You can call me crazy, you can threaten me all you want to. The fucker is the end, goddammit. I'm used to make people making fun of me. I didn't back down on that R. Kelly shit, goddammit. And I didn't take that video down. You're gonna have to prove that I was lying, and then I'll take it down. The fucker in jail. And the fucker got herpes. Because the feds subpoenaed his medical records, and they went to the drugstore with a nickel get his prescription filled. Like I said, goddammit. And I'm standing on our 10 toes on this. Even though I'm saying allegedly because I don't know him. And I'm willing to be wrong. It's okay. I'm human. I don't profess to be a god and never wrong. I'm in a body. But until then, I'm standing on all 10 toes, goddammit, on what the fuck I'm telling you to see now. And the baby told me some of these niggas running. I let me see a vision. It looked like Tennessee, up in the mountains. See, these people I see them going, they're going places where you wouldn't think they would go. You would never look for them. And the one that's running has a bounty, on his head. The nigga's a fugitive. Either he's a fugitive because of what he did to Nipsey and a bounty, or the nigga was a fugitive and some other shit on top of what he did to Nipsey. That baby has shown me 2 people. 2, 3 people. It was up in the mountains, and is beautiful in Tennessee. They were driving up a mountain, and then you look down. And when you look down a hill, because it's a road that goes around a mountain, it's a big stream down there. It's a high, rapid moving stream. It's got big boulders underneath that are sharp and jagged. It's absolutely beautiful, but deadly if your ass fall in there. And the current takes you down. It's not shallow. It's very deep. I guess you would call it a stream. It moves very fast around this mountain. And down in there, I saw this man laying. It was a tall, light-skinned man, kind of medium build with some boots on. He had something to do with this in L.A. Because I don't know why. For some reason, I seen him up there in the Bloodhounds. Also, there was a hellhound in here with little Ermias. So it was 3 of them. And I looked at the dog. I said, what kind of dog is this? I saw the Black Panther. We know that's from the spiritual cult, and it's the Egyptian cult that's also tied to Nipsey. That panther's always with him. It comes up like it showed me the gold under the ground. I looked at that dog. It was one of the most beautiful, shiniest dogs, and it follows Ermias. So they come and protect him after he got attacked that night. That's a black Labrador gun retriever. Then a bloodhound and a hellhound. So I knew it was tied to something demonic. It was in Tennessee, Gwen. That's what little Ermin said to me. And then, like I seen the other one, I told you was hiding the other day up there in the Carolinas up there. And somebody told me I seen a picture of Cowboy be up there. He got some relatives up there now with his rap label and his artist. Then I saw this gang member, it's an older man. It's this light-skinned girl that had to do something with Nipsey or was a lookout in this, and she's go with this gang member, older man. And he went to her house. It's an older house, like it got a cement porch with 2 or 3 steps you step up on. They were painted red with a circular kind of sidewalk you walk up to, and it's got some black wrought iron banister on the side. That's why I know the old style house from the 50s or 60s. Yes, baby, Memphis. And he come in the lady house. He said, look, I'm going to need you to lay low for a while. I'm going to need you to go out of town because it's getting a little hot around this Nipsey situation. People are looking at us and looking at trying to figure out who did this to him. And she said, okay, baby. He said, I want you to go pack. But as she's walking out of the living room, I could see the design of this house. It's a older style house. It's a flat, but it might have a little attic, a little crawl space underneath it. Cement, got a driveway on the side of the house. The back door, backyard, fence on the side, a little shed. When she went in the back, he told her to pack. The nigga pulled a gun. He was thinking very heavily. Because he didn't trust her. He felt like she weak and she'll fold if she ever question. When she was back there with her head away from him, packing, he was thinking about going blowing her goddamn brains out. Shooting her in the back of the head. I came up out of it after I seen that. I said, why does this baby keep on showing me that people are looking now? People had something to do with this and questioning. They want to know. God damn it, who did this here? That's what the baby have been saying to me. Let me tell you some other weird shit that I seen the baby brought to me. Not only Hiram Abiff and the Oceans, that same shit they did in there, they pulled that on him. A lot of people involved in it, as you can see now. And they are attacking him, trying to keep him as a worker on the other side to continue to pull him over to bring money on this side and have him spend his life in eternity this way. Hey, Bonnie. This is coming out now about what we saw happen. Yes. And I saw Rick Ross for some reason. And I saw Birdman and this demon on Lil Wayne. And then, you know, the baby, when he told me he like Empire and he's a lion, he said the head of the label he liked to watch Lucius because Lucius is who Lucifer. the son of the morning, and Lucius is the son of Lucifer. He said there was someone he dealt with that helped to steal his stuff that he trusted that is just like Lucifer, son of the morning. That's all I'm going to say. And Rick Ross. When I saw Rick Ross, I saw this being with a joker face. It was pasty white, and it had blood running down its face. It's a demon that he calls to give him wealth, power, and fame, but it requires human blood. Blood sacrifice. It is a joker. It is a trickster. You pull in by what you see, and once you get in there, you could have a successful career, but then if that thing decide to say, I want him, I want a part on, you got to feed that thing, that white pasty joker looking thing. It's just fresh blood, human blood was running down this thing face. I got to go back and read and see what was he saying to me, because, this is a part of the game. These beings, look, you just have to accept it. If you're going to be in that world, you're going to have to accept those things. Because those beings control that world. And if you're not on the good side of them, you will be sacrificed on the bad side of them, and then they will make money, which is what happened to Nipsey. He didn't know until it was too late. He started to feel that death spirit on him. Who else? Yes, he said that's why he liked Empire, because it reminds him of the record mogul that he said is the son of Lucifer. He said they did an upside down, they did a reverse crucifix black mass ritual. He said this record executive, and he mentioned the Ace of Spades. "666 anchors him into the earth and makes him the son of man, and he was raped. They raped the God, not Nipsey, not physically raped. What I mean, raped in the Garden of Eden, and they also say it's in Ethiopia. It's just the genesis. This is the genesis of everything, which with the gene incenses the beginning, the origin of matter. What, Gwen? And he had broken the code that come to him from his ancestors in the Garden of Eden, that technology. He wasn't just a rapper. Like he said, this ain't that fucking weirdo rap shit you use. Ain't no fucking, what he said, weirdo rap shit you used to. It was much deeper. And the visualization of the matrix of computer chips in the geometry of the cell. The geomatrix of Hermes. That's what he told me. I got to figure the word out because he called it geometry, the matrix. That's what he told me. Yes, okay, I did that part. Oh, Lord. Now, let me tell you about the snake. We got an APB out on the goddamn snake. We don't know where he at. Tell you the snake slick. I started trying to talk to the snake because the owner wouldn't talk to me. The snake told me that he think he better than me. That we said he was way up here. Yeah, it's the Ace of Spades champagne. He said that he higher than me. The snake said he a rolling 60. The snake said he a OG. He wouldn't talk to me. When he talked to me, he hold his head this way. He wouldn't even look at me because he said that I wasn't worthy to look upon his goddamn ass. He had his head, he was high up here. Had to look up to the snake, to the side. He had his head to the side to me. See, Daddy, this ain't no regular snake that out on the corner out there at Venice Beach and shit. The snake said he a goddamn Rolling 60. This snake said he a crip, goddammit. Say he said he been around for a long time, but he still wouldn't look at me. Because he said I wasn't worthy to feast my eyes on his eyes. Yeah, we got an APB out on it. But you see, he don't talk. See, he got funny ways like his owner. Talk to me like this. So I'm over there looking at him. I'm looking at him. He wouldn't look at me. He just looked at me side to the left eye. I know he was on some other shit when he looked at me out the goddamn left eye. But he wouldn't look at, he cut. He looked low. He had his eye closed, like cut low. He wouldn't open the whole left eye. Yeah, pop it. He said they don't, his owner don't just talk to any goddamn body. He a bougie serpent. He a bougie python. He pretty though. He light-skinned. His owner dark-skinned. Nigga got him a red bone snake. Cause the motherfucker, he looked like that goddamn snake in that Britney Spears, I'm a slave for you. He got an attitude that he clean his skin off. And he real shiny, the skin real pretty. You know, he stuck on himself. I said, you ain't got to do me like that, but you know, at least you saying something. Then I looked at it, because I said, where the goddamn, where the fucking snake at? And then when he told me that he was rolling 60, he said he a crip snake. That's what he said. He said, the man, his owner stuck up like him. We had his whole head and his whole body turned from me. He wouldn't look, the owner wouldn't talk, but I could get a little bit out the goddamn snake. So I looked. The snake had a whole throat full of smoke. Like the snake was vaping in that bitch. I don't know if the snake do that vaping. I don't know if the snake do that damn weed. What that thing, that damn bungo pipe or shit called. The whole thing was full of reefer. I think that was reefer smoke. I said, how the snake get this shit all down his throat? The nigga smoke. So I'm like, I don't know if this nigga, did the nigga vape? Y'all tell me what the fuck that is. What the name of that pipe thing? They pull out the pipe. The snake got this shit about this far, like it was this much full of smoke up there. I'm looking at him, and he just, you know, snake leaning. He in his own world. Then I seen the owner gambling. I seen them spade cards. I seen the ace of spade cards. And I seen 4 diamonds. I seen some clubs. So I said, do the owner gamble? Like he was gambling with the... Okay, the snake was smoking some hookah. Or they were smoking a hookah and it got in the snake lung. Like the snake got the contact or shot... I don't know if he gave the snake a shotgun, but the snake get high. The snake like to sit back. God damn it, and chill on him some damn OG good. And he get stiff, he started to looking. The snake too, he don't let everybody touch him. Get up on the snake a little paranoid. Everybody just can't put their hand on him. He get real funny. See, that's why we ain't seen his ass. Cause the owner paranoid. And the owner done did some low shit because let me tell you what I seen. The snake just like your owner. That's what I'm trying to tell you. The owner is vicious and violent. And the snake will jump dirty on your ass if the owner cut it eye. They got a telepathic. They've been together so long, they like hand and glove. He'll tell the snake to jump on a bitch. The fucker jump on him after he get that shit in it. Look, I'm tired of y'all. I'm trying to be serious here. Yeah, but see, the owner set the nigga on somebody for him to jump on them. The snake got a real nasty attitude. You know, it'll jump dirty when the owner give him the telepathic. That's how bonded they are. They got a psychic connection. They bonded together. He gonna have to be buried with this goddamn snake. That's how close that the fucker is to him. The snake can't do without him. He can't do without the goddamn snake. Now, I seen the owner, for some kind of way, the owner gets very violent. Because it was a nigga in his house. For some reason, I see this house with the screen door. But for some reason, the room looked red, or I don't know if it's got red paint on one of the walls, or looked kind of like a red light room, or a gambling room, or a hustling room. It's like a bay-looking window right there, but it's in a little complex. When you walk a sidewalk, it's got a square like a courtyard, and you walk up and it comes to the door. And I heard this metal, the hollow metal sound of the black security door, the metal door with a dark knob, look like a gold knob. And you go in the house. I seen a white man come in, this man that owned the snake. How? The snake sit off. Whenever he don't hold it, the snake sit off by it. It got it on like a chair. It got it on sofa with a cushion. And the snake just be chilling with the nigga. That's why I said this, look, don't be looking around LA for no anybody with a snake. There's not no anybody. The snake told me he a rolling 60. See? So he said he's secluded and exclusive. He only be with owner. He don't they nobody don't babysit that snake. He don't leave that snake with nobody. He might lay it down or bathe it. They like this. That's his partner. That's his rolling partner right there. The snake know everything about him. The snake know all the business. That's how I started to see what I'm telling you that I see through the snake eyes. He cut them motherfuckers at me, but I got in them though. So you can look down on me all you want to, and talking about I got to get on his level, looking down at me and then turn his head. I said that's okay. That's okay, Mr. Motherfucker. I'm gonna get. That's all right though. So I said I understand. You right, player. You right. You up there, and I'm down here because I don't know nothing about you. You are goddamn right. You are in the family. You in the clique. I'm not in. I don't know nothing. You don't know me. I ain't out here. Don't step to you. Who the fuck you to address me? You are absolutely right. So I'm sitting low while he had, and I said, okay, but I'm going to get in this fucker head. So as he sitting there with his head turned on me, with his chin out, a white man, a tall white man, come to the door, asked to buy some dope. But something was strange about this, because the white man that came in there is a police. And what they was doing, I'm trying to figure it out. Y'all can tell me. The man had some dope. And some of it looked like coke. Look, Shannon, I don't know when we're going to find it, because I told you this snake is a sophisticated snake. And he think he's somebody. So he don't just hang outside and walk around and people don't babysit him, or people just can't like borrow him and shit. He be with that man. It's an older man. He been in it a while. Now, the snake done describe his goddamn qualification and shit. I done told y'all. The snake, he said he just not anybody. You ain't gonna catch him out like that. I don't know how we gonna see his goddamn ass. He said he was at Nipsey's funeral. Or he was at the memorial service. That's all I know. He probably don't like no camera and shit because he real stuck up. He beat up on that owner. I don't know, maybe if it meant to be, we'll see it there. The white man came in there. Then another, they had plain clothes on. Then another fat, shorter police came in, but he had looked more ethnic looking. Had dark hair, with receding hairline in the front, dark eyes, kind of Greek looking or maybe Latin looking. He was short with a big stomach. When he dealt with the one that owned the snake, he had a bag with some drug and some money. Passed it across the table. Yeah, the serpent said that he luxurious. He's special. And then the snake owner showed his and pushed some back or gave him some money. Girl, it's an albino python. That's what I seen. This guy deals with the police and is protected by him and know what's going down. The police tell him what's going down. They tell the police what they want to do and what's going down. They make deals with them. Certain one don't get in trouble, don't have no problem, because they work with the police now. Why Nipsey bring this one up? Because this one know what happened. He might have been around when that happened. He knowed about it. And I seen Cowboy with him. It was one of them gang members that was dealing with some dope, and he didn't have all the dope. and he was short with it. He shot him in the face. And I seen Cowboy, this guy was by, and Cowboy shot a gun and had blood all over his hand. He said, God damn it. Like when he shot, it was point blank. It was close range. It was him and Cowboy. And the blood came back. That's all I'm going to say, because, like they say, I'm crazy. Here she go. There she goes. Some more shit. They know each other. The snake watch it all and see it all. That's how I seen it. And this fucker eyes. Look like sometimes them eyes, he got some beady ass eye. That big old body, them little bitty beady ass eye. They ship around. Look like sometimes it look reddish in his goddamn eye. That's a dirty damn snake, man. He's a dirty motherfucker. If he don't like your energy, the fucker will dive on your ass and squeeze your ass to death. Choke your motherfucking ass. And if the owner don't like you, they'll watch it. Them things, you really can't do nothing with them because their body is pure muscle. And if one of them things lock, you're fucked. But they'll lock tighter than some pussy muscles that doing some goddamn pussy weight training in this bitch. That fucker won't let go until he feel your ass stop breathing. Okay? I'm going to get out the snake business for now. Get out of it. What else? You told me. Yeah, and that Cowboy was changing clothes and hiding clothes, too. Cowboy didn't walk off when they did that to Nipsey. Cowboy was in that goddamn shit, and somebody sent me a picture of Cowboy shoes at the scene when the police were there. Cowboy had on some blue Pumas. Yeah, because he conflicted. They done got high around that snake and talked a lot of shit around that snake and did dirty shit. That's how I know. Because that thing hear and see everything. The thing real sensitive with his stuck up ass. See? So, I got that mad at though, what I'm saying? A player real cover for his daddy. He wouldn't tell, he wasn't going to tell me then, and just look down, you need to get on my level. I said, you is so right. With your albino head ass, with white face ass, you are so goddamn right. I do need to get on your damn level. You right. Bitch. See, that's how he did me. I started reading his ass tonight, but I'm so goddamn tired. I really didn't get too more deeper in his goddamn business. I believe that too. Yeah. Got that boy goddamn jury. But I'm tired, y'all. I'm tired as a motherfucker. I'm going to say one more thing, and I'm going to go because I got to figure the rest of this shit out. And so I'll come back and try to get it in a few days because I got to do a reading on Eric. And I'm going to tell y'all right now, from what I see, like I told you months ago, it wasn't finna be no justice for now. Not in court. They're going to try to drag this out for a few years. They're really not interested in sentencing right now. So, dog, y'all don't get disappointed. But it's not finna happen. And I said that a few months ago. But I'm going to look and still see what's going on. Rain Man. Okay. When you're dealing with crossroads, water portals, Rain Man, you're dealing with water portals. And you are flooding someone with water. Now, that doesn't mean, because that's what they did to Nipsey. They rushed him and flooded him. Because you realize we are all water. About 70-80% of the body is water. So when you flood somebody with the threat of fear and danger and death, and you're chasing them and you're hitting them, what you're doing, you're raising the fluids in the body. You are dealing with the endocrine system. You are dealing with the glands. You are dealing with the adrenal cortex sitting on top of the kidneys. You are releasing cortisol. You're releasing fear hormones. You're raising the fluids, which turn the hunters on, the bounty hunters, the human hunters on, that were watching this happen to this man on tape and replaying it, laughing, getting off on it and being totally just turned on, watching this happen to this man, telling him to do this to this man. This is an adrenaline rush. Yeah, he was in flight or fight, which made all of these waters open. They stunned him to raise the water portals and open up the crossroads in his body, his mind, his body, his heart, his soul, to then reduce him down from man to boy. Because that's the one they wanted to steal from, make sure they stole the soul of the boy. But they did not. This is not going the way they thought, and everybody didn't let it go and accept that story. Eric Holder and this man came back. You killed his body. You shot him over on the other side. The man got up from the other side and walked back over here. I started talking. I have never seen no shit like this before in my life. But we know this has happened. Because they have other psychics that deal with police or to find people, and they'll come and start talking. I know who killed me. I'll tell you where I'm at. This is my body. This is who did it. Show the pictures, the faces, what they look like. All this. He come back. Let's talk it. We're dealing with, it said Rain Man and Rain Check. And we're also dealing with, this is the entity that runs the music industry. We're dealing with the Dajjal, the Antichrist, Iblis, Lucifer. And I have to go back because we got to break down that horse, that white horse, which shows he was had the harness of a donkey, a horse on him, which is lower than a horse, which is a hybrid, a mule, a jackass. So they tried to do to this man. Trick him and make him into and reduce him to. So I know the white horse, when he was in the picture, belongs to what? The female. What's lesser than the horse is a mule, a jackass, a mutation, see, that cannot reproduce itself. A hybrid, lower than, shorter than, a horse, the white horse, the death horse. So we're dealing with Rain Man, and he took a rain check. And I talked to him. I said, baby, that's not where you are. He said, I know, I don't want to be here. And they're plowing, digging for gold and resources. And they want his gold, his wealth, his resources under the ground. Then when you say it is raining, they're saying this is a code word. This is a Masonic code word. When they say it's raining, they feel the temple is in danger. It's raining. It's not raining for no reason. To rain means standing alone without no roof overhead. Masonry is about security of a secret society they have for themselves. Somebody out of this system is an obvious danger, but it's only about being out, being able to build a hypothetical power against Masonry, a great potential that is not neo-nepotic. Okay, they felt Nipsey was a threat to them because he wanted to build his own wealth, his own system for his people outside of what? Their system that was set up. So then they put who on him when he signs the deal? One of the most powerful ones, the Rain Man. I make it rain, I make it rain, I make it rain. But see, they made it rain in a way to release the rain on so many different levels and bombard him from the north, south, east, west, top, and bottom to flood the senses and to blind him with emotion of pussy, emotion of money, emotion of being worldwide superstar. Finally, with his distribution deals and the opportunities, they rained on him with a hoe. Say, like you find $1,000. It's example. Like if you find $1,000 in a bag on the street and invest it in Forex, and you will have enough money to conquer the world. That's Rain Man. You rule the world. You conquer everything through that being Rain Man. So they'd all like that. We'd all like to achieve that. But these people, money stinks. They tell everyone, Rain Man is possible for you. And that you could be that, and they promote that in the media. But they know that they made that system exclude that possibility. They know everybody's never going to have that. All these people searching and waiting for these music opportunities, these rap opportunities, they know, oh, y'all not going to get them. Because they know all of you are not going to be conducive for being in that world and being a slave, and all the money they make you go back to them. It does not give you the opportunity to make your own money and then go establish an empire and wealth and riches outside of the system to help the people, help your people, help the masses. That's not what they bring you in there for. And it says whoever the person that creates this, or it says the media, but they're not going to let your system made the system exclusive. That's never going to be a possibility for everyone to have. And whenever somebody creates something valuable by themselves, Nipsey, by oneself, Masonry does not give that person a part in their promotion. And in reverse, the person has to obey and make that thing for Masonry. And that's what you see now. His thing is for Masonry, for the brotherhood, for that family, and it does not totally belong to him anymore or his family. They have to get their piece. So it is not about the quantity of money, but the source that it comes from. Romans say bad money wins with good money, but there was no good money before. And just a little better money is just a little worse money, which is what happened. Just think about what I said. Go back and listen to what I said. The society makes and creates honest criminals and makes every good idea become bad. And these people are bad liars. These people are liars. This entity, the Rain Man, can appear as a male or a female. This Rain Man rains down money on strippers. It will make you rich and famous and rain down wealth. And it will give you any man or any woman that you want. Y'all think about that. Think about what I'm saying. And also, let me say one more thing that he said to me. He said that somebody in jail, again, I brought that up last week, somebody in prison knew about the shot calling of this green light on Nipsey. And I see some OGs in prison, some regular 60s in prison as well, that knew about this and heard about this before it went down and knew that it was going to be okayed, and now it's turning around for some reason. There's one young man that's in there. I don't know if he just got there. I don't know what this is about, but some older men told this young man, because you knew about this, either you had something to do with it directly or you knew about this shit indirectly, we're going to give you two choices. Nigga, go in there and kill yourself, or we're going to murder you tonight or within a certain amount of time. Now, this is the most honorable thing you can do for your brothers. Now, you got 48 hours. You go in there and do it while you do it, or they find your ass hanging. You do it, which will be the most noble thing to do, because this is the debt that you need to pay for what you have done. Or we're going to do it for you. Or your family is going to be violated, the girl and the baby. Now, do you want that? You know, because either way, you're going to have to pay for what we now know has gone down. I'm telling you, I might have heard it wrong, but it's some funny shit. Damn, Ginger, I didn't get that connection until you just said that Eric tried to commit suicide. They said, you'll do it because you were part of this. Or the girl and that baby is going to be violated in a way that you don't want to hear about. Now, you're going to do it, or we will do it for you. But this is the kindest and the best thing that your ass can do for what you've done and for what you know. Now, for some reason, they kind of some going on. I don't know what it is. But I will come back. I'll try to come back in a few days and break more of this down. Thank you all for loving me and supporting me. Thank you all for donating to me. Now this weekend, I'm going to get me some collard greens and some cornbread. I ain't going to get nothing fried because I don't want to, that don't do well on me, make me bloat or something, break out. Probably get me some barbecue chicken. Give me some smothered chickens, macaroni and cheese and shit. I'm going to take a picture of it. and show y'all what I done goddamn got. Because y'all be sending me, looking out for me, taking care of me. I really, really appreciate y'all being here. Y'all know y'all my family, all I got. And I really appreciate y'all riding with me. Even when people be talking about me and laughing and saying I'm crazy and shit, y'all ass be like bloodhounds and go out there digging. And find, oh yes, let me say that one more thing about the black gun retriever. That black retriever, there is a golden retriever, a chocolate retriever, and a black retriever. Armias had the big black one. This thing bigger than him. And it was so pretty. And it looked at me. And then he had the hellhound and the giant bloodhound. The dog was big as the damn black retriever. The gun retriever. Those things, the black retrievers are... Thank you, Ginger. Well, since if y'all like the reading and feel like I worked hard, please send me some more donations, because I really appreciate it. Keep me going and doing the next one. But y'all work hard on this. As y'all can see, a lot of stuff. I'm still not finished. I gotta go break it down some more. This retriever is a hunter. It hunts ducks. It swims. It's very intelligent. It's a master at receiving instructions. The black retriever hunts and it protects the owner. So it's protecting Armias. And then the bloodhound, that's why I know it's something with a retriever, a fugitive, somebody that's hunted. They're hunting someone, or they're getting ready to hunt someone that is in that group that has something to do with hurting Nipsey. I know, Bunny, I know y'all are riding for me. The bloodhounds, they do tracing and tracking. You can trace they're good at footprints because the odor is in the footprint, but they're also good at tracking without a footprint and the skin cells that drop off the skin. These things are incredibly good at what they do, but they have problems. So I don't know if the police use them as much anymore because they have a lot of skin problems because their skin folds down and the sweat underneath there and it infects the skin. And they have a really bad smell because of the way they're genetically designed and the skins fold down. So I think they use more of, like, I don't know if it's German Shepherd or other types of dogs to hunt. But that dog the two dogs came in with the hellhound. And, they sniff blood. They can pick up blood. So I said, wow, you have protectors. You got a fugitive squad here. Now, I don't know what that means. But that baby on the other side got him a whole tracking team. And they looking for fugitives, and they have something to do with hurting him. They do the Eric Best stuff. Yeah, and he's hiding. Yeah, the white guy. There's another white one that I see. It was totally amazing. He has the spirit guides and the spirit animals walking with, I call him Simba, because he's the baby lion and Nipsey's the big one. Yeah, it's been war declared. They're hunting. They're in hunt mode. And this is what the baby, Armias, this is what he wants for what they've done to him. I'm praying he gets it. We have to all pray that he gets justice for what was done to that baby, who is still speaking from the other side, and him and Malcolm are still working on that ceremony, the opening of the mouth. That's why it's important for us to give him drinks and water, his Fanta orange that he like. So I'm country orange, pineapple. Pineapple, give him the pineapple that he wants, light his candles, love him, send him love, and ask the ancestors to give him justice. And even give offerings to Anubis. I better go. I have not eaten all day because I really wanted to get this done. I am exhausted. Yes, Bunny. I want to thank everybody for watching this segment of AKT Celebrity Reads. And, thank you. I found he just hugged me. He thanked me for sending a message tonight. I'm going to be working as usual. I'm trying to get everything he wants me to do. And I'll be back soon. I love you all. Let's say little Ermi is going to get justice. Yes. Yes. Yeah, he has on his shoes. Tell him don't let nobody take your shoes. They're beautiful shoes. Oh, I'm getting hot. Okay, y'all. Well, I'm going to go. I love you all. Good night. Yes, please give him offering. Yeah, we have to feed the Ogungun, the Egungun. And for him, I'm hot. Okay, I'm going to try to get me something to eat and lay down. I'm so exhausted. Thank you all. Please click like and share the video so we can get them seen and let people know I love you back. Thank you, Ginger, for helping me find the houses. We've been having fun. We've been house hunting, me and Ginger, so we can find the different buildings that look like what I see. Ooh, I'm so hot. Okay, I will talk to y'all soon. Good night. I love y'all.